The SNP has apologised to members who've left the party as they didn't feel it was a tolerant or safe place for trans people and admitted they've let them down. In a statement this evening, the party says it started to work to define transphobia so all members know how to behave. We reported last night Nicola Sturgeon's warning that she would show zero tolerance to such discrimination. Here's our political reporter, David Wallace-Lockhart.
Now, we're being promised there won't be any interruptions to vaccine supplies, despite a continuing row between AstraZeneca and the European Union over shortages. The row was sparked when AstraZeneca said it wouldn't be able to deliver all of the doses promised to the EU by March.
The EU has now called for some of the vaccines made in the UK to be diverted. Here's the BBC's medical editor, Fergus Walsh.
OK, Laura, thanks very much.
And we've got another vaccine line that is just actually developing this evening. The BBC's medical editor, Fergus Walsh, who we heard from a little bit earlier in the programme, has just tweeted that the Novavax COVID vaccine that's been trialled here, it's in phase 3 trials. It shows 89% efficacy in UK trials. So that does sound like good news, doesn't it? Yeah. But he goes on to say that half the cases on the trial were this new Kent variant, so the one that was spreading really, really quickly. And he's saying this is the first vaccine to show it is effective against the new, more contagious variant. So that's just breaking tonight.
Yeah, and I think we've got around 60 million doses on order in the UK.
On order, yeah.
So we'll get more on that, no doubt, on the BBC News website later this evening as we hear more. Right, some of the other stories now from today. And all passenger aircraft from the United Arab Emirates, including Dubai, will be banned from touching down in Scotland from tomorrow lunchtime.
You're watching The Nine, our top story tonight. On a visit to Scotland, the Prime Minister said the SNP should focus on the pandemic, not independence. They questioned whether his trip was essential. Wow.
That is crazy.
I love the fact he's like, I don't think scary is the right word for it. I think it's petrifying. Yeah. It also, when you put it full screen, it almost feels like you're in one of those like roller coaster simulators and that you're about to go over the edge. It's actually quite sickening.
Yeah, I like to sort of put my foot on the brakes. Stop.
Fair play to him.
I like that he says he's pushing the limits just a little bit.
Exactly.
Just a little bit.
And we get to see lovely, scenery like that just so many people can't see right now. So
it makes me want to go to Skye.
I know, indeed. Get your bike out.
It's not going to happen. Right, Laura, thanks very much. It's really interesting.
It's really interesting. I think that story's got a long way to go, doesn't it? Absolutely. As Annabelle suggested, we're going to be hearing about it for quite a while, I think.
Yeah, I was chatting to Ian McInnes, our reporter in Inverness today, trying to understand exactly what will be involved in this kind of spaceport. And he said, it was really interesting, that essentially they would want to launch small satellites the size of a washing machine.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, it's really...
Well, it's funny, on this programme we were just reporting, weren't we, on how busy space is getting.
Yeah,
crowded market. Crowded market, exactly. Now, some of the day's other stories now, and for the second night, protests are taking place across Poland against a near total ban on abortion, despite...
Now, as we've talked about here on The Nine many times before, the number of people playing video games has skyrocketed during the pandemic, as we're all spending more and more time at home. While many industries are in dire straits, sales in gaming are, as you can imagine, booming.
Yeah, and it seems it's not just a lockdown distraction. At a time of increased isolation and loneliness, gaming's helping people stay in touch with their friends. We asked some players to film themselves helping each other during these tough times.
My name's Eva. Over the past week.
It's funny, isn't it? So many concerns raised previously about gaming, and it being antisocial and encouraging kids to kind of, and other people, to kind of sit on the couch for hours on end. And now it seems to be running to save the day.
Is that how you spend your weekend?
It's not. It's how my husband spends his weekend. I have to say, not with me though. Are you a gamer?
I have got zero coordination and zero time. I've just never zero time for it.
I'm sure lots of parents watching actually will be thinking, it's so hard to get them away from it.
I know. Talking of gaming, Christopher, are you into it at all?
No, but I was quite impressed by those big screens. 3 of them.
All the gear, eh?
Better than that.
Putting you to shame.
I just want to say, actually, do you remember those pictures we saw about 2 weeks ago of people skiing in Madrid?
Yes.
Yes.
Today in Spain, 29 degrees.
Really?
Alicante, yes.
What a turnaround.
What a
I know we're
turnaround
We're not
indeed.
going to get to see any of that heat, are we?
No, some sunshine today for some of us in Shetland, but it was not 29 degrees, I can tell you that. In fact, parts of Shetland didn't get above freezing today.
Oh, really?
For most, though, we didn't have sunshine, we had cloud and rain, but hopefully some sunshine for us on the way this weekend.
Excellent.
Let's take a look at all the details, though, because, there was some sunshine for the lucky few in Shetland, but it was bitterly cold with the course of the day. Rebecca and Connor.
Thank you. Crisp winter sunshine sounds perfect
Doesn't
to me.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. And that is all we have time for tonight.
Yes, Laura and John will be here tomorrow at the earlier time of 7. As always, thank you so much for watching.
Enjoy the rest of your night. Goodbye.
Bye.